The Saviour of Mankind. In this video, we will go over the text and the vocabulary of this reading. Arabia is a land of unparalleled charm and beauty, with its trackless deserts of sand dunes in the dazzling rays of a tropical sun. Its starry sky has excited the imagination of poets and travelers. Unparalleled means unmatched or without comparison. Dunes are sandy hills found in the desert, as shown in the picture to the left. Dazzling means extremely bright. Tropical means hot and humid. It was in this land that the Holy Prophet was born in the city of Mecca, which is about 50 miles from the Red Sea. The Arabs possessed a remarkable memory and were eloquent people. Their eloquence and memory found expression in their poetry. Eloquent means fluent or well-spoken. Every year a fair was held for poetical competitions at Ukaz. It is narrated that Hamad said to Caliph Walid bin Yazid, "I can recite to you for each letter of the alphabet 100 long poems, without taking into account short pieces, and all of that composed exclusively by poets before the promulgation of Islam." Promulgation means advent or announcement. It is no small wonder that Allah Almighty chose the Arabic language for His final dispensation and the preservation of His word. Dispensation means the spreading of a message. In the 5th and 6th centuries, mankind stood on the verge of chaos. It seemed that the civilization, which had taken 4,000 years to grow, had started crumbling. At this point in time, Allah Almighty raised a prophet from among themselves who was to lift humanity from their ignorance into the light of faith. Verge means edge. Chaos means confusion or disorder. Crumble means to break into pieces. When Hazrat Muhammad was 38 years of age, he spent most of his time in solitude and meditation. In the cave of Hira, he used to retire with food and water and spend days and weeks in remembrance of Allah Almighty. Solitude means the state of being alone, pleasantly so, and meditation means thinking deeply in silence for religious or spiritual reasons. The period of waiting had come to a close. His heart was overflowing with profound compassion for humanity. He had a pressing urge to eradicate wrong beliefs, social evil, cruelty, and injustice. Compassion is a strong feeling of sympathy for people who are suffering and a desire to help them. Eradicate means to remove or destroy. The moment had arrived when he was to be bestowed with prophethood. One day when he was in the cave of Hira, Hazrat Jibreel came and conveyed to him the following message of Allah Almighty. Bestow means to confer as a gift. Read in the name of thy Lord who created man from a clot of congealed blood. Read, and thy Lord is most bountiful, who taught the use of the pen, taught man that which he knew not. The flow of the divine message, which continued for the next 23 years, had begun, and the Holy Prophet had arisen to proclaim oneness of God, Tawheed, and the unity of mankind. His mission was to destroy the nexus of superstition, ignorance, and disbelief, set up a noble conception of life, and lead mankind to the light of faith and divine bliss. Proclaim means to declare or announce. Nexus means a complicated series of connections between different things. Since this belief was threatening their dominance within the society, the pagan Arabs started to mount pressure on the Holy Prophet and his followers. Pagan means polytheist or pantheist. They wanted them to renounce their cause and take to idol worshipping. On one occasion, they sent a delegation to the Holy Prophet's kind and caring uncle Abu Talib. They told him to restrain the Holy Prophet from preaching Allah Almighty's message or face their enmity. Finding himself in a dilemma, he sent for his nephew and explained to him the situation. Renounce means to state publicly that you no longer have a particular belief, and dilemma is when one is in a difficult situation and forced to choose one of two alternatives. The Holy Prophet answered with these memorable words, "My dear uncle, if they put the sun in my right hand and the moon in my left, even then I would not abandon the proclamation of the oneness of God. I shall set up the true faith upon the earth or perish in the attempt." The Holy Prophet's uncle was so impressed with his nephew's firm determination that he replied, "Son of my brother, go thy way. None will dare touch thee. I shall never forsake thee." And the Holy Prophet did go the way Allah Almighty had chosen for mankind. Imbued with divine guidance and firm resolve, the Holy Prophet encountered all the challenges with grace and dignity. In no time, he elevated man to the highest possible level in both spiritual and worldly domains. He was also the driving force behind the Arab conquests, which have created an everlasting impression on human history. No wonder he is universally acknowledged as one of the most influential figures in history. Everlasting means never ending. In the words of Michael Hart, a great historian, Muhammad, however, was responsible for both the theology of Islam and its main moral and ethical principles. In addition, he played a key role in proselytizing the new faith and establishing the religious practices. Theology is the study of religion, and proselytizing means preaching in order to convert others. In fact, as the driving force behind the Arab conquests, he may rank as the most influential political leader of all time. The Arab conquests of the 7th century have continued to play an important role in human history down to the present day. Such a thorough transformation of man and society owes to the Holy Prophet's deep faith in Allah Almighty, to his love for humanity, and to the nobility of his character. Indeed, his life is a perfect model to follow. Transformation means complete change in somebody or something. In reply to a question about the life of the Holy Prophet, Hazrat Aisha said, "His morals and character are the embodiment of the Holy Quran." Embodiment means living example. The final word about the Saviour of mankind goes to the Holy Quran. "O Prophet, surely we have sent you as a witness, and a bearer of good news, and as a warner, and as one inviting to Allah by His permission, and as a light-giving torch." Thank you for watching this video.